Dissolution, Disillusion, Transformation, and Evolution. Three steps backward and one step forward. I've been talking about how Cancer season, being a water sign, is a very introspective season, and all water signs for me are about exactly dissolution, dissolving things, breaking them down into their very essence, kind of like playing with clay. Like we build out a figurine made out of clay, and then we take it apart in order to start again. That's the essential, the very basic idea of what the water signs do, and that's why they go within so much. That's why they connect everything, and that's why they are about empathy and essential connection with everything, because what they all do in their own different way, but what they all essentially do is dissolve the process that started out with fire, three signs prior. Funny, 3 steps backwards. In order to take 1 step forward eventually with the next fire sign. So speaking of fire, the cards that we have for this week are very promising in a way. They're actually, in appearance, very, very positive, joyful, optimistic cards. And I'm not saying that they're not going to be in the end, but there is one key element in there that is directly connected to dissolution, with dissolving. That is going to be key for that optimistic side of the message to actually coming to being, to actually take shape. So anyway, you'll see it in the shuffle right away. So before further ado, welcome. This is me, and this is Hybrid Tarot. So, first of all, I wanted to thank my friend Carla for the present of these beautiful acrylic paint markers, the ones I used for the illustration here in the beginning. Oh, sorry about that bump. This came from one time that we went together to a gathering of Itinerantes group that a friend of mine gave QP organizes every week, and well, she does different events, and this one specifically was about getting together to toast with a drink and drawing activities. So that's when we met these markers that are kind of like acrylic, actually. If you can see, they definitely look like real painting. I don't know how they are used. I haven't really looked into it, but I love them. And well, basically that's the whole story. We were amazed about what they do. The ones I normally use are these ones by Crayola, which kind of have this same effect, but they have very limited shades. They have like 6 shades, and one of those that I just didn't get was red. Red was not a color that is included in that brand. So this was just amazing. It's an amazing present. I love it. Thank you so much, Carlita, for this. I love it. And Well, thanks to Gabe QP as well. And let's go into the reading. So, the cards we have right now for this week are the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Coins, or Pentacles. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, of triumph after struggle. And the Ten of Coins is also a card of completion, of fulfillment. Is one of the two really positive tens in tarot, or the other one being the Ten of Cups. But this is a card of fulfillment in the material realm. So I was saying that the process of dissolution is very important for this two to actually take shape. And that is because we have the Ace of Cups in the middle. The Ace of Cups is a card of emotional beginnings, positive emotional beginnings of having your cup filled. But this personal fulfillment comes from being aligned with yourself, with either who you are, either your true emotions and feelings. So, in order for this two energies of the Ten of Coins and the Six of Wands to actually reflect outside and manifest, the key is for you to align with your center, to be honest with your emotions, to acknowledge them, to accept them. And again, this is not the kind of acceptance that needs to be posted or advertised or, Instagrammed and put out there into the world just for the world to see, for the sake of the world to see. It is, again, it's Cancer energy. It's inner energy. It's about going within. It's about acknowledgement of who we are and what our true feelings are. Once we get that in balance, that is what fills the cup. And that's what allows that energy to be reflected into the outside and become this too. Something I didn't mention in the Spanish reading is that fire, which is the Wands suit, and pentacles or coins, which is the earth element in tarot, are external elements. They deal with the external world, as opposite to cups and swords, which are water and air. Those are the realm of the emotions and the thoughts, which is internal energy. So by aligning with this, allow this part of our self to dissolve and eventually reintegrate, kind of like what a butterfly would do in a cocoon, or a caterpillar would do in a cocoon. It enters the cocoon in order to dissolve into goo, literally. It dissolves itself completely. Legs, body, parts, eyes, head, everything is just dissolved into this goo, which has the coded information to reform into something else, which will be a butterfly, a completely different creature with a completely different body mass and body shape and bodily thingy, and completely transform into something else, something that is able to reach heights and fly and drift. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be allowed to happen. So allow yourself to dissolve. Allow this process to take place. Do it lovingly, because it's for you. It's for your very self. It's that is the key here. Don't judge the impure, or there's going to be a lot that you may be confronted with from your past. But the point of this dissolution is to identify those parts of yourself that are no longer needed, that are just baggage or baggage, essentially. Things that just make your life harder and that you can definitely get rid of, let them go. Let them dissolve. Let them be, separated from the actual mix, from the actual goo that you will use to eventually reform. This version of the Ace of Cups represents sake, the Japanese fermented beverage. Just like sake, you can think also of pulque from the Maya, or wine from the Greeks. Those were sacred beverages originally intended to enter an altered state of mind in order to connect to the divine, to the world, to nature, to whatever. The point is that they have a ritualistic use. So maybe I can recommend that. Sit with your thoughts. Sit with a... doesn't need to be in any sacred beverage specifically. You can actually make your own balm. Sit down with a glass of water and infuse it, intention it with all the positive things that you know you deserve, that you know you want to align with. And I'm not saying make a wish for a car. I mean, if you want, go ahead. But what I'm saying is, this is a chance for us to integrate in that sacred liquid all those things that we feel we're missing. And all we need to do is wash away our fears, our pain, our struggles, our resentment. Let all of that wash away and realize that all of those things that we're wishing for are already there. We just need to reconnect with them. All right? So that's all I have for you right now. Thank you for your time, and see you soon.